snowboarding. Come with me. How many videos on YouTube show you the beauty of snowboarding, especially in places like Japan? You've probably seen the soft, powdery snow, the endless resorts, and the beautiful scenery. But how many videos on YouTube show you the honest experience of going up the top of those mountains, attempting cool tricks, and absolutely snapping your arm in half? And that is why I'm here. So let's start this story that morning. It's dumping snow as per usual in Japan, so I was thinking, oh, I can sleep in because it's gonna be fresh powdery snow all day, like no need to rush. In hindsight, I should have waited all day, never gone up. It's a trap, I'm actually gonna die up the hill. Then my best friend from home calls, quick chat, real nice, and she ends the phone call with, stay safe, come home in one piece please. Of course, why would I not? So I get into my snow gear and I hype myself up to go up the hill, because what else am I doing here if not busting my ass every single hour of the day? Casually riding down the hill. Doesn't cut it anymore. I start trying little tricks, jumps, even hitting park. More correctly, the park tried hitting me. Thanks box. And today's plan was no different. I wasn't riding solo. Luke was joining me today, so we had one plan, one run. 3 reasons why. 1, the run is stunning. You're riding under this like chairlift thing, so visually and aesthetically, oh my god, favorite looking run. 2, it's a really long run, so we had a bunch of time to practice all the dumb tricks we're trying to do. And 3, this run pass is right by the park, so you know, if we're feeling a little funny, we can like, oh no, we just landed in park. How did that happen? Same as what had been happening every other day, and we had no answers for how we kept getting there. Perfect! What could go wrong with this 3-stage plan? First run. Perfection. The snow was insane. We were riding on groomed runs and it was still like your snowboard just drowning. I was feeling myself this day too, like doing little ollies and actually landing some of the 180 trick jumps I was like trying to get. Like I was doing really good. I finished up the top with the pump track and then I was like, you know what I want to do? Speed. Not the drug, I mean like go fast. Now, if you have the Slopes app, you know how dangerous of a sentence that is. If you don't have the Slopes app, it's basically an app that tracks your snowboarding runs. This is not sponsored. If it was, they would definitely tell me to fuck off with this story. This is not the video they want. Anyway, it tracks speed. And up until last night, I had the top speed of the trip for our friend group. Until Luke. The night before, this absolute menace sent it down the beginner's slope. The beginner's slope. During night skiing. Just so he could get the top speed. And he hit the number of the 50 kilometers an hour. Going down the beginner's slope. We're gonna ignore the top speed before that was also mine. From the beginner's slope. Anyway, I saw that number and that was not happening. So I was beating it today. Now the slope we were on wasn't exactly steep, but it was really long, so you had a lot of time to pick up speed. So honestly, you could pick up some pretty serious speed if you just flatlined it the whole way down. So I drop in, music blaring, snow pelting me in the face. It was perfect. Flying, feeling the wind, screaming the lyrics to my songs that are playing, and I reach the bottom. And then while I wait for Luke to get to the bottom because slow, and I wait for Luke because I'm about to flex so hard about the run I just had, and he gets down and we jump back on the chairlift for lap 2. I didn't see Luke's first run down, so I gave him some advice for the second run. I told him to go on the side of the tracks as it's less groomed on right at the edge, so you get a lot more of the powder and can kind of float through it just a little bit until it leans back onto the track. So Luke goes down the side of the track and I stay on the groomed part, just like practicing little jumps and stuff like that. And we make it bloody fucking lucky to be 20 meters. How long is 20 meters? Yeah, 20 meters. We'd be lucky to make it 20 meters from where we got off the fucking chairlift. So I slow down and I turn back up the hill because I want to check where Luke is. And in that split second, I turn my head. I feel my body getting thrown. Now if you've caught an edge, you know there is no time to react. It's just fucking brace. All I can think is, okay, this is gonna hurt like a bitch. I've taken some hits to the head, my legs, my arms. I was ready for the fucking impact. But none of those things took the force this time. No, something new took a hit. This time, it was my arm. So I dislocated and fractured my elbow when catching a back edge. I wasn't going fast. I wasn't doing a trick. Anyway, if you're planning a snowboarding trip and would want to know the experience, or just like if you're booking a snowboarding trip and want to know the kind of experience it is to break something up on the hill, like with ski mobiles and stuff, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to give you a rundown. So lucky I wasn't alone on this trip, because Luke was uphill from me, so he come down to actually bully me for falling over until he realized my arm was not bent the right way. I also could not get up, so that was fun. Not. So he calls ski patrol and starts explaining where we are, and they hang up. Yeah, they hung up on Luke. I don't know if they thought it was a prank call or... So we call again. This time, you know, we're just struggling to translate because it's like Japan, English, Japanese, English barrier. There is a barrier there, like, of language. So we had a couple people stop and they were like helping locate where we are in a way that everyone understood. So the whole journey from the top of the hill, once I finally got like the ski mobile there, to my arm actually getting looked at and like put back in place was around about 2 hours. I did get to ride a ski mobile though, which bucket list item off the list. So worth it in my opinion. There's probably better ways I could have got a ski mobile ride, but hey. I got it in the way it's meant to be, you know, the legitimate way. Yeah, anyway, that was my story. It is a month and a bit later. I'm actually not having to be in this brace now. I will insert some photos of when I got the cast off and stuff. I'm still not able to bend it properly. Like, that's the length of my movement. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. Until next time. I love you guys. Wait. Why can I not sit things down? I love you guys. And to all my homies who are also recovering from dislocated elbows, I feel you, buddy. This shit sucks ass. Oh my god, I almost forgot to tell you the most funny part of the story. Anyway, okay, so you know that slopes app, right? Yeah, that run. I didn't check my slopes app. I didn't check my slopes app when I got down to the bottom. You wanna know what speed I got? Yeah, I checked after I broke my arm, once I was back at the place, like, drowning in my own misery kind of shit. The app clocked my top speed, right? Look, remember Luke's is 50. My top speed was 49.9.